Hey everybody, what's up from Pokemon Classics, reminding you that the classics never go out of style. You know, we've got a slightly different video in store today. It's still historical, it's still covering the classics, but this is an unboxing video, or perhaps an unbubble mailering video might be a better description for it. Recently I made a purchase of some vintage Wizards of the Coast Pokemon League memorabilia, merchandise, as well as flyers, and it's that paperwork that I find interesting. So in addition to collecting Pokemon cards, the vintage stuff, I also have a background running a league, and so seeing some of that league material and promotional content is something that I definitely enjoy. So when I saw this on eBay, it was something I had to pick up, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. It's a bit of a trip down memory lane and a bit of a history lesson rolled into one. So anyway, let's roll into it. All right, so I opened this already to make it a little bit easier to get into here on camera, but I'm really excited to share the contents. This is really the first good look at the stuff that I've gotten. So this is a logo I haven't seen in forever, and that brings back a lot of memories. There was this card game tour that went to various malls around the country. They used them as regional qualifiers for the Super Trainer Showdown, which was sort of a precursor to their Worlds event, which is, you know, the major Pokemon card tournament. So that was something that was really cool. I actually had the opportunity to go to one of those. So it looks like the first item that we have is this Dark Gyarados pre-release card. One of the things I loved about the pre-release cards is these were issued with the Pokemon trading card game at leagues before the set was released. So it gave people an opportunity to get a quick taste of what to expect in that set. This one has a bunch of scratches on it. If we take a look at the back side, there's some chipping down at the bottom, some other wear. So not the most amazing card out there, but I remember receiving my first one in League and giving away bricks and bricks of these to kids that were attending the league that I helped run. So a lot of nostalgia involved in that one. We'll go ahead and put that sleeve back on there. Next item that I think is kind of cool is there's this Pokemon Trading Card Game League certificate. And if you were looking for a league, you'd fill one of these out, they ask for your name, your information, and it'd be sent to the Wizards of the Coast marketing team. And generally they'd reply by providing a list of leagues that were in the area along with some of this other material. So I assume that this is where a lot of this came from, was from somebody inquiring about how to get involved with the card game. We take a look at the backside on the mailer. There's our address. We're going out to P.O. Box in New Jersey, and I do know that that's where the Super Trainer Showdown happened at least one year. So pretty cool. Next up, there's a sticker, and this sticker is the Pokemon Trading Card Game trainer sticker. These would be filled out with the name of whoever the trainer was. I saw some kids that had these in their badge book, like in the inside cover. A lot of them, though, would put them in their box where they kept their cards or whatever they stored their cards with, or in a binder. Right, we got Articuno hanging in the corner, another fossil Pokemon in Gengar. I know a lot of people love Gengar. Of course, we got Pikachu over on the side and a Meowth. Personally, I really like the Snorlax. He's sleepy. Looks like he's snoring as his mouth is gaping open. Mr. Mime, Squirtle. That's pretty cool. As we're thinking about the timeline when all this stuff came out, we've got the original Pokemon Tour artwork, the Pokeball, really representing base set there, I assume. Got the Pokemon League emblem. That's something I saw a lot. It was on the gym leader shirts that we had in League. And then our three main sets that were released roughly at this time period: Jungle, Fossil, and then lastly, we've got Team Rocket hanging out down on the bottom. We'll get to this in a little bit because this is really one of the highlights, I think. So we'll save that one for later. But next we have these cardboard binder inserts. And you can see it's got the binder holes already punched in. And these are pretty heavy duty. It's like card stock, but it's got a little bit of a gloss to it. And so this one I assume was like a cover page where you could put the trainer name in. Again, some cool artwork here. We've got Mewtwo added on top of some of the other ones we've seen in the promotional material. Mewtwo is the boss. He's one of the best, most recognizable Pokemon. In addition to that, there's another binder page, and this has all the sets really, starting with base set on the side, all 102 cards. It tells us the rarity, which ones are holos, which ones are commons, uncommons, non-holo rares. For somebody like me that was a set collector growing up, I absolutely love stuff like these. I would actually print out my own, punch my own binder holes in so I could keep track of which cards I needed. So having the check mark boxes, super helpful. Now, one of my favorite things that came in this package is this flyer. And as you guys know, I'm from the Midwest, from Minnesota. I helped run a league for a number of years. And I imagine that Wizards of the Coast put together materials like this for just about anybody that was reaching out looking to get involved with the Pokemon card game. And so this would tell people exactly where to go to find a league to get involved with, which of the stores were available, the addresses, the city. All of these, you'll notice, are from Minnesota, so my neck of the woods. The store that I helped run is not on the list, which is a bit unfortunate. It'd be cool to have that. But one of the things that I do like about this is looking at some of these stores and remembering them, because I have visited some of these places, some of these exact locations. For example, we had a Wizards of the Coast store at Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota, and I actually pulled a Zapdos card from a pack that I purchased at that exact store. Our next item is a Pokemon trading card game playmat for the game. And what I love about this is, if I remember correctly, these actually duel as like a poster with basic information on one side and then the actual playmat on the other side. So let's see if this is the way I remember it, because I actually had one of these when I was younger. All right, so this is what I was talking about with the poster. One side, we have the entire Kanto poster available. There's some information on the side, so it says like, hey trainers, your journey starts here. And it talks about how the game is played, talks a little bit of history about the anime and sort of the progression of things. You start out in Pewter City, you get your Boulder badge, then you move on to Cerulean City. There's some blanks here. At Blank City, training for your Thunder badge. What is it? Vermilion City. So it's almost like a quiz made into the poster. And it's really cool to see how all the places fit together. And they have some nicer playmats available that you could buy, some cloth ones. Those ones are really cool. They had better graphics, but this is OG. This is where it started. Look at that. We've got Aerodactyl guarding your deck, like protecting it from outsiders. Nobody steals your cards. Don't draw a card early. Aerodactyl's watching you. Now, one of the things that I was most excited for in this lot is this Pokemon Tour event guide. When you went to the Pokemon Tour, one of those different qualifying events, there were a number of different things to do. And so when you arrived at one of these events, you were given a baggie with all sorts of information, and you had to have a schedule. And that's essentially what this event guide is your schedule and explanation of what all there is to do. Now, I actually went to one of these regional qualifiers in 2001. This one, I believe, is from 2000, but it talks about Pokemon Trading Card Game Central. That's where you get your free stuff. That's where you play with other people. That's where the main area was located. The information, the check-in station. Then you had your training section. This was a spot to learn how to play the card game. There was like instructional coaches there. You had your Super Trainer Showdown qualifying tournament. This is the main thing. There were all sorts of battles. It was a tournament like bracket configuration, single elimination. People played through several rounds. And if you made it through one of those rounds, then you made it to like the finals, basically, of the qualifier. Yeah, and the Super Trainer Showdown was what I was interested in. There's also some information about like how to participate in it, what the rules are. You gotta have a 60-card deck. You have to have that deck checked in. They actually go through it and make sure that it follows all of the parameters. Talking about the prizes, I actually won some prizes from this. The one that I was at was the year later. It was right when Neo Discovery came out. I made it through a few rounds, so I earned a hat, a t-shirt, and a whole bunch of Neo Discovery packs. And that was really cool because it was an exciting set. I'm a huge fan of the Neo series. So seeing this event guide, it's a little bit different than the one that I had when I participated in the Pokemon Tour, but very similar. So a lot of memories from that. Really cool. This is the type of thing that I'd probably frame. I do have some frames up on my wall where I keep my shirts and I hang up my hats and some of the promo cards that I'd won. Not a lot of valuable items, but things that I think are really cool and that have personal memories to me. So this is going to add to that box, I think. All right, so this I think is really cool. I saw some pictures of this online when I bought it from the inside, and it has all sorts of information about the Pokemon League. Like right away, we've got Black Star promo Mew chilling here in the top, and it explains what is a promo card. This was a new concept for a lot of people at the time. They hadn't seen promo cards before. So the idea of like this secret rare promo Mew card that you could get for free was entirely new to a lot of people, and for that reason was really exciting. I know for me personally, at the league that I went to, they had both the non-holographic Mew as well as copies of the holo version, the number 9, and I was super excited when I first got that Mew. So over on this side, it gives an introduction. Looks like it's explaining what to find at the Pokemon Trading Card Game League, why somebody might go there. You know, you get promo cards, there's badges, there's playing with other people, you earn points. The DCI membership card, that's something I vividly remember from running the league. As a gym leader, when people would sign up, you'd have them fill out their information, and then you'd assign them a DCI number, and we'd have to put it into our master trainer booklet and send that information to Wizards of the Coast. And basically it was a little identification card. I actually still have mine. It's stored away somewhere. I think I have it in a top loader. By the way, down at the bottom here is a picture of the DCI card. You got a spot for your name, and then the number that was issued to you. Again, that was sort of your ID card for the Pokemon Card League. Oh yes, the league activities and badge book. Now I know a lot of you are probably familiar with the badge book for the Pokemon Card League. I actually still have mine. It's actually in one of my shadow boxes along with the stamper that I used at the league. It also has the certified coach sticker. There's a spot in the back of the badge book. To get a certified coaching sticker, you had to pass a basic information test about the Pokemon card game, and then you could help train other people at league and earn points through doing it. So that's pretty cool. So your badge book had things that you could win points for, and you could earn those points through attending the league, pretty basic, bringing new members, performing one of the league activities like the quizzes, the puzzles, trading a card, helping a gym leader. That's something I gave out a lot of points and a lot of stamps for, since there was a lot of things to do at the league, from setup, tear down, coaching. So I gave out a lot of points for that. Here are the badges. They were all pins that you could pin onto your shirt or your hat. A lot of people wore those proudly. I know I did. I always liked the volcano badge. That's one of my personal favorites. This tip I remember giving people in leagues, that drawing cards, you want to use trainer cards. A lot of people, when they would do their deck building, would focus almost exclusively on which Pokemon cards they'd want, their strongest ones in the deck. But really that doesn't help you unless you can, acquire those cards relatively quickly. So having cards like Professor Oak and Bill, some of these other ones that let you draw cards, would be a lot more efficient for getting your deck up and running in a short period of time. We've got some information about how weakness and resistance works, different pre-made theme decks and the sets that are available for them. This is actually a really good tip as well, using 2 different types as a minimum. That way you're not one-dimensional in a deck. If you come up against another deck that has resistance to you, or there's a weakness, that could be really exploitative really fast. So it's good to have a different one to fall back on. Now this isn't the test, this is just a practice set of quiz questions, but we'll give you guys one. What can you do only once a turn? A, attach an energy card to a Pokemon. B, play a trainer card. C, retreat your active Pokemon. Or D, put a basic Pokemon on the bench. If you guys said letter A, attach an energy card, that's the thing that you can only do once per turn. So you guys can score yourself, but types of questions you need to know before you can become a coach. They actually had activities like this in the league materials. I remember one when the Neo sets came out. It was design your own baby Pokemon and then submit it to Wizards of the Coast. And I don't know if they had some sort of giveaway or promotional card attached to that, but I vividly remember I made one. It was a baby Onyx, and I called it Granite. And I thought it was this cute little adorable rock snake Pokemon. My artwork is nothing to be celebrated, so we'll just take that with a grain of salt. But it was a lot of fun, and I got to see what some other people were doing for their baby Pokemon as well. But anyway, pretty cool lot. Again, nothing particularly valuable in any of these materials, but things that have a lot of history behind them, and I love stuff like that. That's what I'm all about. And, I'm Pokemon Classics, so the classic stuff definitely appeals to me. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this video. I really enjoy sharing the history of Pokemon with you guys, and I hope you found it enjoyable. These types of vintage promotional materials definitely bring me back, reignite something from my childhood. And so I'm happy to share that with you if this is something you guys want to see more of in the future. Anyway, I'm Pokemon Classics, reminding you that the classics never go out of style. We'll see you with the next video, and until then, have a great night.